Hello and welcome to Home with Sarah Jane. In today's video, I am just sharing the final update to my 30-day cleaning challenge that I was tackling in the month of January, so stick around. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Sarah and I'm a homeschooling mom to two girls ages 11 and 15. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by once again. I do really appreciate you. So I'm just sharing some of the areas that I was tackling over the last couple of weeks. And let me just say that my house was in so much worse condition than I originally thought. So some of these challenges that I had scheduled for myself took me more than one day, took me longer than I was expecting. So a lot of this is going to be more of like a before and after type of video. A little bit of me working on some of the challenges, but I was not able to record as much as I wanted to. So I'm sorry about that. But the first thing that I'm tackling here is under the kitchen sink. And as you can see, it was a disaster. But now it looks so much better. That is a giant Lazy Susan that I found at Home Goods a while ago. And I thought that it would work perfect for this weird, like awkward area under the kitchen sink. I was really trying to utilize as much space as I possibly could. And I thought this was the best setup for what I had on hand. So it really did work out. Now, another thing that I tackled is my stove and microwave. But when I say I tackled it, I really didn't, guys. My husband actually cleaned my stove this time around. So he did this challenge for me because I was really busy this day. But he did a really nice job. As you can see, he cleaned it up really, really well. And I was really happy I didn't have to do it because there are like two things that I really don't like doing. And that is cleaning the stove and taking out the garbage. I don't know why. I just don't like doing those things. Now, next up, we have the kitchen cabinets. Now, I did not film much. I only filmed me doing this drawer, and it was only a before and after. Again, I was trying not to spend any money. This is the best I could do with containers and things that I had on hand. It is much better though. Now, this one is disgusting. These are the window tracks in my home. I cleaned every single window track in our house this day, and they were all equally disgusting. They were all a flies, cemetery or graveyard. But yeah, so I was just cleaning all of these out and they were just gross. Now, we do clean our windows weekly. Our windows, like the glass of the window, gets cleaned weekly. But for some reason, we never clean the window tracks. It's like once or twice a year that we may tackle this. So I was really excited to get this done because it just looks so much better now. Look at that. So much better. Now, the next thing that I ended up tackling was our homeschool cabinet. This one, it's a newer piece of furniture in my home, this cabinet, and it was gifted to us by my husband's family. It's a really old cabinet, and we really love it. But I really needed it to work for homeschool because it's right in our dining room, and this is a space where we used to store our homeschool supplies. So I'm still trying to work out how I want this cabinet to really work for us. And I think I have it down, but I just needed to like declutter it, clean it up, make it work a little bit better by making sure that I was only putting things in this cabinet that we were actually using, so I did go through everything in here and pull out what we weren't using. And this is how it turned out. Now, I really needed that little bin on top in there for like just dumping completed work and paper. So I'm glad I added that. I do have some baskets underneath this cabinet that can easily be pulled out that's holding some of my kids' independent work. And then in here, this is just like a little cubby for me and my stuff. We have some extra pens and supplies in here. This is like our junk drawer. It's holding like our lighters, our batteries, things like that. And then in here, we just have stuff that I plan on using the rest of the school year or items we're using currently. Now, some of the stuff in that cabinet, I actually was able to move into this piano bench here. So that's all of our art supplies there. So now the linen closet. This was a complete disaster as well. I had so much in here just randomly thrown. So it was kind of frustrating because if I would have just put it where it went originally, it wouldn't have been an issue. And I can't even hide behind, oh, well, you live with kids. No, yes, I do live with kids. Like, that's not the issue. I was the one throwing the things in here like that. I was just shoving things. Really don't like that. I really dislike just throwing things randomly like that, but this was my own fault. but I went through everything. There was a few things expired in here that I did have to toss. But overall, I was pretty happy with what I was able to pull out to donate. I was able to donate quite a bit of like little throw blankets. I used to make dog toys out of throw blankets just to kind of recycle the material. But because it is, you know, still pretty much in the middle of winter, I want to donate those blankets instead of ripping them up and giving my dogs even more toys. Or my dog even more toys, because he has a ton of toys right now, guys. So I will be donating those blankets right now so somebody else can use them and benefit from them. But yeah, everything was just a complete mess. And I did want to explain to you that when I was tackling this 30-day cleaning challenge this time around, I was in like the best of mood because it worked really well last year. This year was really hard for me to complete this challenge. I'm still working on cleaning up my room and going through my emails, but I will complete the challenge, but I'm going to be about 2 days late. It just started to feel extremely overwhelming because some of the areas in my home, like I was saying earlier, took me longer than I had intended. So I wasn't completing things in one day like I thought I was going to be able to. So I ended up having to like complete a really small task on my 30-day cleaning challenge alongside finishing up one of those tasks that took me longer. So it was just, you know, it was a little frustrating there for a minute, but I was able to get almost everything done. Here is the linen closet after I completed it. I feel so much better with this linen closet because all of the like things are together. So although it may not look the best still, everything is organized. Everything has a home. This is what I was able to pull out of the linen closet. The stuffed animals that you see in there are actually from my daughter's room. But now we are going to tackle my loft. And this is one of those areas that was extremely frustrating. I had mapped out doing the books in one day and the cabinets in the other. And this one took me like 4 days to complete. So I was able to get rid of 3 stacks of books. There was 102 books here that I was able to donate, and it did clear up a lot of room on my shelves. So I was really excited about that. So you can see some of these books, there's some space there now. Not all of those stacks are all the way up, touching the shelf or anything. So I was really excited to create some more room there because I am already planning for next year, for next homeschool year, and I'm already ordering things and getting everything prepared. So this gives me a little more space. But that is it for today. That was all I was able to record for the rest of my 30-day cleaning challenge. Again, I'm about 2 days behind on it, but I will complete it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. Thank you so much for stopping by. You have a great day. Bye.